is shining. Tailgates are humming, and we're getting set for another terrific college football matchup. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Offense in a bunch formation. Hold and finds his man on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Blue Hens are in the hurry up. Going to swing it on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Might be calling a hot route. The play action fake. Rushes on him. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And they're able to get him on the ground. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Blue Hens have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Delaware.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating in the backfield and making something happen.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
On target over the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from him. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get 1st downs.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time. Ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Marshall quick to the line. On the move. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Marshall trying to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's complete to the right. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to a
sun is shining, tailgates are humming, and we're getting set for another terrific college football matchup. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. On the run, it's Silver. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Blue Hens want to crank the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time.
Sprinting away. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Hens.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And what is this? They're setting up the punt on first down. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Breaks into the open. Discards him with the stiff arm. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. They're going to ride this running back. On the move at the 30. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Blue Hens will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. On the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Delaware.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. No, if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. He's at the 40, at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Marshall!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They're going to run it to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Blue Hens come to the line in the hurry-up. They go right back to it. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Looking for a crease. It's Ellison. He's like a loose boulder, just caroms his way to the 32.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Blue Hens can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it to the right. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. On the run, still looking. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll run it. He'll be stopped just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. 4th down coming. Let's see if they go for it here. down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the score. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. A designed run for the quarterback. There he goes. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Hurd! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these designed quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Fires to the middle, working that left side, and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. And the Blue Hens want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Looking to fire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me 1 too.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll take it himself. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning.
Oh, he's got some space. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. On the move. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall. Up-tempo for the offense. After run, now throw. He's got an open man.
just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Here's the handoff. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. It's complete to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Might be changing the route. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The number 1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Right back to the well. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Blue Hens in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They'll go to the ground. To the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Blue Hens had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win and can...
Touchdown, Blue Hens! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice game. Marshall quick to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And remember, we saw this receiver in the first half have a number of inward breaking routes, and now in the second half, we're seeing more stuff to the outside. That's a really good adjustment by this offensive coordinator.
Touchdown, Marshall! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. The thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Old Dominion. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
The Blue Hens will snap it on 1st and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fakes the grab. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Blue Hens racing racing to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to throw it. Looking for the goal line. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Harmon. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. Just going to keep it after the snap. Driving for the goal line. Loose football. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Touchdown, Herd! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well on design runs and on...
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Blue Hens want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Oh, they're after him. Ooh, grab near the marker. It's Wilson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to throw on first down. with the catch. It's Silver. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Quick tempo here for the offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Makes the grab over the middle. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And now, fourth quarter, 4-down territory almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Touchdown, Delaware! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
They did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the fourth. Curious call. Here's a lineup for an onside kick with the lead in a one-possession game in the fourth.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Fights off a defender. Oh no, the ball popped out. Turning it on. And the defense got it. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Blue Hen. The defense putting points on the board.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. Defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners. Takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense has a chance. Now one possession in the fourth. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Well, no question. They've got to score a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion here. But that's a good start to this 2-minute drive. You always want to get it going. You want to get that momentum going, put the defense on their heels. They accomplished that with the last throw.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They'll go up top on second and short. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. They turn to the passing game on third and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Now on the move. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. The quick out. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Now, I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing. But I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this 4th down and move the sticks.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. There he goes! He's inside the 40. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Delaware! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Western Kentucky is going to walk off the field there in Bowling Green with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Got his man. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Makes the catch. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. snap, sets up the throw. Wide out trying to get it in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Back to pass on second down. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Scrambling away. He'll throw it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Trying to pound it in. Tried to fight his way in, but they get him on the ground at the 2, and it's a 4th and goal stop. Marshall in the shadow of its own goal post will try to get some operating room on first down. From his end zone, looking to throw, got to take care of the ball. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field. Seemingly it will.